Ba-ba-ba. Today we have the pleasure of investigating a Yamaha Virago. This was sold to me. I bought it as a parts bike. Has no title, but you can see why it's a parts bike. This thing has two directions, straight and turning right. Nope, I'm sorry, flip it around, turning left. So this thing had a front end collision, and oh, there we go. It does turn a little bit to the right. It's kind of a mess. So the previous owner thought it was a 750 Virago, and we're going to investigate it. This is all I got. I don't have any keys, and it's been picked apart a little bit. I think it came from a salvage yard, but it's not a 750 Virago, and I'm going to tell you why. Alright, so the side cover, which we do have, obviously the other side is always missing. Yep, don't have that. We don't have a battery. Okay. So we already know it's a Virago. We're good there. So let's pull that off. Looks like it used to be red, at least the side cover. The tank too. Okay, that just pops off of there. Tabs are in good shape. Okay. Alright. So, now that's also a Virago, but that's a bigger, badder, meaner big brother. So, back to this guy. Little crooked. Obviously, missing stuff. We won't talk about all the stuff it's missing because that's just given. But not a 750. Okay, 500. I don't have a key, but luckily, oh, of course the gas tank's beautiful. Can't see any rust down in there. There might be some, but oh man, that looks beautiful. Okay, well, that's cool. So let's look at the tag in here, if we can see it beyond. Hopefully it doesn't fall over on me. Can we see in there? Well, I can see in there, but I don't know if I can get the camera in there far enough. If you can see through there, it says manufacturing date 10 of 82. So chances are this is an 82 or an 83 500 Virago. So we're just going to take it for what it is. Go around it quick. Now the first thing I noticed when I bought this bike, this was my first Virago, there is no frame around the engine. Cool thing about this bike is the engine is part of the frame. So it connects with bolts here to the frame, and the frame just is the rest of the bike. But the engine is a stress member of the frame. So it is a V-twin, and like I said, we're looking at an 82 or 83. And one of the early V-twins from metric bikes. It is the Yix motor, or it has the Yix system, and from what I've gathered, that has something to do with spinning the fuel into the cylinders so that it burns faster and more efficient. I guess that's the carburetors there. Here and here. Carburetors, one for each cylinder. And bent forks. Definitely front end is trash, but even though the brake piston is seized up, we do have a single piston hydraulic front disc brake. Let's check this Pennsylvania inspection sticker. Last on the road 2009. That's over 10 years now. We're in 2021, so you'd be looking at, yeah, I guess 12 years now, roughly. So over 10 years this has been off the road. No fender. There would have been a fender up there. Let's check the tire size on the front. Tire size on the front. They are Dunlops, unfortunately they're shot. 100/90/19, that's pretty typical for this style of motorcycle. One of your exhausts comes out the front, also very typical, and it's a little chewy, but it's pretty nice actually. There's your starter down there, easy to get to if you ever need to change that out. That'll drop right off the bottom, I bet you. You might have to pull off the exhaust to get to it, or to pull it out. But anyway, as I stated, we did not have a battery. And it looks like the positive battery cable's probably gone too. Here's your negative terminal. No brake pedal. That would fasten on right there. Who knows if that even works. Rear drum brake, as pretty typical standard. Also on these old bikes. Rear tire. Oh, we have a center stand, by the way. It's doing really good. This thing rolls really nice. This actually, rear tire it's got some cracks, but it looks pretty good. That is a 130 90/16. That sounds about right. Your rear brace, what do they call that? I forget. Omni system or something. So yeah, there we go. Let's go over here and check out the exhaust on this side. Exhaust pipes look pretty decent. A little bit of chipping there, but it's not through. And that, where does that go? Oh, that's just the cover. Okay. So that, I can't even see it. I mean, it comes up in here, very small. So that comes up through there. Oh, okay. So this is part of the collector. This muffler, which, yeah, that would clean up really nice. Goes into the collector right there, and then you have your exhaust pipe right there. And helmet lock, which we can't use because we don't have a key for it. There might be a code on there. What's that? CDI? Or I forget what they call them. All right. So there's the other side of the X motor. There's your window to check the oil. Here's your oil filler cap. And here's where your filter hides. So you pull off these two bolts and you pull the filter out of there. So that's pretty simple. Something was sitting here. I'm gonna say that looks like a gas pump, probably. Let's see, here's your fuel petcock. It has reserve, prime, on. Is that on? Yeah. On, and that's it. You got prime. Oh, now I'm leaking. There's a little bit of gas in there apparently. So the gas comes right out of there apparently and runs in. Yeah, that's broken. Runs into the carburetors right next to it. That's pretty cool. All right. Anything else we want to look at? Already looked at the gas tank. We don't have a gear shifter lever up here either. So those were harvested. Shaft drive on a 500, that's pretty crazy. Not real excited about 500s, but I went to buy it as a 750 and we got it anyway. Rear fender looks decent. Oh, to get the seat off, there's a little whatever's left of a switch here. Turn that to the right and you can lift your seat off. There's the latch. The seat comes with the moldings there. What is it? Rear monoshock. Let's just call, I think that's what we got here. The rear monoshock. And they did go away from that in later years, but I'm not sure what year they changed it. Here's part of one of the levers up front, because we don't have one there. and we don't have one there. Buttons seem okay. Yeah, they seem fine. Those seem fine. Alright, so we have no needles to speak of, but this bike would have had 14,000 miles on it, and 9999. Oh, what's the odds of that? Unless it just stopped. Crazy. So maybe when this was wrecked, it was about to flip over to 0. I'm not going to touch it because that's kind of cool. Yeah, there's not much to say here other than, hey, that bolt's gone. Yeah. That brace might be okay. You got your horns. But yeah, I wouldn't even try to rebuild these. There's nothing left of them. They're junk. The front wheel looks good. Turn signal actually looks good on this side. This one's not cracked, but the brace, of course, has been up, but might be able to save that turn signal. And then, yeah, anything else under here? Got some relays. I will put some power to it, see if anything actually does work. What do we got in here? Well, nothing. We have a cover. Might have had some info in it. Surprised that's still around. But yeah, did you see the cool I'll just lay this down. See the cool cover here for the seat? Someone glued down some rubber. We could rip all that off and recover it if you wanted to. So there you go. This is the walk around on the Yix motor 1982 or 83 Yamaha Virago 500. Pretty light bike, but I'll tear it all down and the parts will be available. So if you need anything, let me know. Like and subscribe and share for more. We do rebuilds and part outs and whatever else you want to call what I do.